Yes, I got the information from the Prüfungsamt here in Wiesbaden from Fresenius that yeah, so it would be okay to make the course today, but not all of you can attend to our course. I got two emails, and so next week we will continue only on Tuesday. Yeah. So we will have our course on Tuesday, and we will continue first with the course Digital Media. We will then start with the other course. I think so 2 weeks later or three weeks later. So I think it's not the problem for you. Because it makes it easier. You don't have all courses together then, yeah. Yeah, so here in Germany we had a decision on Wednesday. So the shops, some shops can open in the beginning of May. So the coronavirus is slowly on its way back, and so the number of infections are now lower than a few weeks ago. So we have now passed the top level, yeah, here in Germany. So it looks better than a few days ago, but we have many people who die at the moment, because normally you can say 2 weeks after the highest level, there will be the most dead here. So we are now at the time that we have to count our deaths here, our dead people. Yeah, so it's that's the disadvantage we have here at the moment. But I think in May it will be more stabilized for us. Yeah, I don't know how it is in Shanghai or in other in other towns, and so I can only speak for us, but as far as I heard, Wuhan is nearly free now of infections, and so it's good for you, so for your country. Yeah, so we have to wait a bit, yeah. And what we see at the moment is that the United States, they waited too long, and because of Trump, he ignored the problems, and so they have more than 620,000 infections now in the US. And so if you want to know how many people will die, so you can speak normally about 5 to 10%. So if you count 5%, there will be 30,000 people, more than 30,000 people will die then in the US. Minimum, yeah. So, yeah, this are the situation at the moment. Yeah, did you get into contact with Fresenius to ask for email? Do you now all have an email at Fresenius University in Wiesbaden? You can answer. Do you have now an email?
No, I have the email, but other students, because we haven't come to Germany yet, so I think we can receive, we can have the email of our school's account.
Okay. Okay, you try it then in the next week. It's not that important, but it's then more easy to you to get all the scripts, so you can better follow the course. But for the moment, it's not that important then. Yeah. Yeah. So then. Let's then continue with our course then. So Ray Chan is also there now. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Me too. So I feel good at the moment. So we have much sun, so the weather is good. So what I did, I had a look at the number of web pages. So I told you so we, about 4.5 billion web pages. So we have now more than 6. Yeah, so 6.05 billion web pages. Yeah, in the world. Yeah, so you have an impression about that. Can you tell me where we stopped on Tuesday? Do you know where we were? Did we talk about the domain name system? I think we did. Okay, so I will start here then. So what? No. So you didn't see the presentation. So I think, can you now see the presentation? Hello? Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, where we were here. So this was what I wanted to explain shortly. So I talked about 4.5 billion web pages. So I made a little research then, and I found out we have more than 6 billion web pages now. So we had an increase since 2017 of more than 1.5 billion web pages in the world. Yeah. So did we talk about binary codes? Do you remember? Do you remember? No? Okay, so I will start here then. The understanding of a computer system is based on a binary code. Yeah, so it's an electric impulse, you can say. If you get an impulse, it's 0. If you get no impulse, it's 1. Yeah, and that's how a computer system is working. Yeah, so our computers now they have very low electric chargings. It's but this here is the base of every understanding of a computer, and so what is done? So these binary codes are the base of any digital information. So if you have a 0, the binary code is 0000. Yeah. If you have 1, it's 001. If you have a 2, it's 0012, and go. Yeah. So it's then you have all the numbers like this. Yeah. And you have the same for all. For the alphabet, and all these things are explained with binary codes. And yeah, so we normally don't see anything of that, yes, because we have a desktop and we have yeah, we have the possibility to see a conversion of this data on our computer. So we see our desktop, we can work with it, and we don't have a problem because it's more comfortable. But in the beginning of the computer, it was very difficult to get an understanding of these binary codes. Yeah, you know, and it becomes better and better for everyone. Yeah, and all films which are digitalized, these are binary codes. Yeah, the music and the bass, these are binary codes. Yeah. Yeah, so the digital signal processing. So we have now different standards, and the problem normally is that the data are too big to be sent to another person. It will be reduced because of the better connections we have. So in China, 5G started. Yeah, so in Germany we have 4G. Yeah, so it's not the standard you have. We are in the beginning of that, and so there are packaging techniques that make it easier to transport the data from one to another. And different standards were found. So like JPEG, yeah, JPEG is a standard to reduce the data of an image. Yeah, you also know GIF and TIFF images. Yeah, and JPEG is one which can reduce the data to the minimum. So it's a standard that is normally used in internet, and for at home you can use also JPEGs. Your camera will save all the pictures in a JPEG format. Then we have MPEG-4 or MPEG-3. So MPEG-4 is a cinema standard. Yeah, makes a reduction of data. MP3 is for audio contact. So all these data are converted in these formats to reduce the data of the volume of the data, and so it's more easy to send them to others. Yeah, and the theory to explain this transformation from a normal data to a reduced data format, we call it the Fourier transformation. And it is based on a higher mathematical level. And it plays the central role when you talk about signal processes. So you have the same here with zip formats. If you reduce data, this is quite the same. So these are all then called online media. And so I give you a short explanation what the fast Fourier transformation is. It is an algorithm to determine efficiently the discrete Fourier transformation of data. A digital signal will be dismantled in small frequency pieces and then be analyzed. So this conversion that will be made is searching for information that are not really necessary to show a picture or to send an audio file or whatever. And so what we can see here above in the picture, so it's a time-based perspective of a frequency-based perspective. And in the bottom, you see the same signal, but here we only see the elementary data that are necessary to give the same information. So this is the possibility to reduce data to a minimum. And normally it is said that it won't reduce any quality, but it does. It's reducing the quality of data. You can normally hear it when you hear music. The music doesn't sound so dynamic as it was before. So we live with it, yes. So we accept it, and we don't feel these differences anymore. It's the same with films, in a lower format. You see it a little bit more with pixels, and it's not so clear. But normally after a few minutes you accept it like it is, and you use it like it is. But if you see then a picture on a full level, you can see like a 4K picture. You can then see what quality you can have. And in the future, we will then receive 8K pictures. So to understand what that is, we have what we have normally on our computer. It's the HD signal, the high definition signal. So it's normally 1920 and 1080 pixels. And if you have a 4K picture, it's 4 times more detailed than this picture was. And 8K is then 8K, 8 times higher then. So it's much more detailed then. And with the broadband and the possibilities we have, for example, with 5G, data transformation format, it's more possible. It's more easy to send such big data from one to another. For example, if you want to see streamed films on your computer, you can then look these films in a high high level format. Yeah, so this is a fast Fourier transformation. It's not that important, yeah. But you heard of it, and I think it's yeah. When somebody's talking about that, you can say, okay, I know it. I know what that is, yeah. And we use it here for JPEGs and other possibilities. And so you don't need to ask for the mathematics behind it. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll now change to technologies in online marketing. What is online marketing? So it is yeah, also known as internet marketing or web marketing, and means all marketing practices with the aim to lead visitors to an intended internet appearance where business can be initiated or finalized. So what we have here is that the customer's journey is changing. Yeah, in former times we had a look in the newspaper and we saw something, and okay, it was interesting, and then we decided to go to the shop and to get more information. Yeah, or we bought another newspaper where we were able to read about this new product, yeah, for example. And now we have the internet. Yeah, so you get all informations there. Yeah, you can make your research, and you know what that is, and you can buy it online. Yeah, and a few days later you will receive it by the postal services. Yeah, and so it makes it much more easy to receive something or to get informed about that. But what you have to see is the companies, they're happy that you do that, yeah, because they can reduce their personnel, and you don't need anybody for the consulting services. Yeah, there's nobody necessary to give you any information about these products, because you do it yourself. Yeah, if you want to make a journey, and you go to a shop where something's offered for you, like vacations to other countries or something like that. The people there, there's competent people, and they give you information you need when you want to make a journey. But in our case now, you make it yourself. And so what we can say is that you are making a micro job. You don't get any money for that, yeah, because you make it yourself. You are free to do that, but other people lose their jobs, and you are doing it yourself. You get all the information, and yeah, it's your free time you have normally, but you use it for the research and for the booking, for example. So you have to keep that in mind, yeah. And this is the reason why the customer journey and many jobs are changing at the moment, yeah, because of that. Other parts of online marketing are, besides internet advertising, we have the search engine marketing. Then we have social media marketing, and in the end we have affiliate marketing. And yeah, these marketing performances will be offered by advertising portals, mostly liable to pay costs. What we do now is we will go more into the detail what that is and how it works. So we will start with the search engine marketing. So the biggest search engine we have actually in the world is Google. Yeah, Google is in the Western world has 95% of the market. So when we talk about that here in Germany or in English-speaking countries, oh, I don't know. I will Google that. Yeah. So it's a part of our language. Yeah. It has become a part of our language, and this is very good for Google because you don't think about any other possibility. Yeah. Google was not the first in internet, but when they started, they had the best search engine because they were using well, very detailed algorithms, which made it more easy to find some products or some information. Yeah. So there were other search engines like Yahoo or Excite, yeah, but Yahoo has only 3-4% of that, yeah, and Excite is not existing anymore. So there's one big company, yeah, and it's a very, very powerful company in the world now, and yeah, so this company is very interested to become more powerful in the world. So they made a cooperation with Uber. Yeah. So for example, you use normally you use Google Maps. Yeah. Google Maps is a navigation system. And this navigation system is yeah, easy to use. Many people here in Germany have it on their smartphone or on the tablet, and they use it. Yeah. So, but Google is saving all the geo information. They track your vacation, your journey, or your whatever. Yeah, when you go to work, and so if you use Google, they save it. However, Google is not the name of the leading company anymore. It's now Alphabet. Yeah, Alphabet is the leading company, and Google is the subsidiary of that, or one of the subsidiaries. So it's a you can say a daughter company. Yeah, for example, they did that because so Alphabet is a holding. Yeah, it's a holding and responsible for all. And then there are different companies of Google, and yeah, so they're offering different services. So one is that what we know here in internet, it's Google, our Google, yeah, the search machine. We have the cooperation. It's with Uber, yeah, Uber and Google. They are developing the self-driving car and the self-driving taxi. Yeah, so for Google, it's easy because they have all the navigation data. Yeah, so they can use this as a good base. And so there's one company. The second one is the search machine. The third one is a company that's only making mergers and acquisition. So what that means, this company looks for startup companies, for young companies, which have found a technology which will be interesting for the future. And this company of Google is buying 1.6 companies per month. Yeah, so it's an average. Yeah, so they buy about 18 companies in a year. Yeah, so they're very, very interested to use these technologies and to complete their power, yeah, in the market with perfect technologies. Yeah, so this is Google. Yeah. So what we have here, one possibility is video marketing. Video marketing is a special form of online marketing, for sure, because it's easier to inform you about a situation if you get moving pictures. Yeah, so it's easier to understand, and you keep that better in mind. So video marketing is very successful. Yeah, more successful than pictures. Due to the increasing rate of smartphones, the increasing bandwidth, and the continuously increasing number of mobile internet accesses, the mobile marketing and the focusing on mobile equipment in online marketing gained particular importance. Normally, the system asks your own system, how good are you? Yeah, how big is the bandwidth? How good is your provider? And whatever. So they ask the situation is like this, that the technology asks for what hardware and what software you have, and about the bandwidth you have, and then it decides how you will get this film in which quality. Yeah, and so if you have a very bad quality, then could be that you will only see pictures. Yeah, but if you have a very good quality, you will then see a film in 4K, for example. Yeah, and it's very convenient then for you, because when a video is sent, all these parameters will be asked for, and then the system decides how it will send you this film. One of the significant advantages of online marketing versus traditional marketing activities like print or TV is the measurement of the advertising impact. So the meaning here is when you look TV, you only have a downlink. That means there's only one direction for the data. Yeah, nobody can see if you are in front of your TV or not. Yeah, if the TV would get any information of you, there should be an uplink. But it doesn't exist. Yeah, But in internet, it's like this. The situation is like this, that a company which is sending informations to you or to other people, they can count it. You can see how long you are in the system. They can look what you are looking for. Yeah, if you look at a product and you don't decide to buy it, you will then get advertising information about it later. Yeah, so it's a track. You will be tracked, and this is a targeting possibility, or for one possibility, and the other one is this company will get a benchmark of what is offering and how many interested people are there, and whatever. Yeah, so it makes it much more easy to get an impression about their about the groups which are interested in products, and then they can send you advertising information, especially on your kind of interests. Yeah. Okay, so we have now passed 40 minutes. The system will stop in about 1 minute. So then let's then stop here for 5 minutes, yeah, and then we will restart with our course. Yeah, is it okay?
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we see us in 5 minutes again. Yeah, so I will start the course, and then you can join me. Yeah. Okay.